All right, I need to grab some stuff out of my vest, Chris. I want to show you. That little bug right there reminds me of our Davidson River episode up in Pisgah National Forest.
That's a great Kevin Howell pattern, little inchworm, and boy, it works really well on the Davidson, especially up in the kind of that rock garden area that we went to had been scourged out.
Kevin, before Tropical Storm Fred, did this boulder field exist here?
No, this boulder field was not here before Tropical Storm Fred. And as you look up and down the river, you'll see that the banks look really eroded or whatever, and that is all Tropical Storm Fred damage.
Just scourged it out.
Yeah, it just cleaned the river out top to bottom.
I enjoyed fishing with Kevin that day.
That was
with Davidson River Outfitters. He kind of guided us, especially in that trophy water of his.
Yeah.
And, we're going to get up here and go up those little riffles right there and fish against that bank on the other side. Got up in some of their wild water too.
Like that little worm.
This is a place called Wellback Rock with a huge split in it that the entire river flows through.
So with the lower water we've got today, the fish are a lot pickier than usual. Super spooky. We got our high blue skies, no cloud cover, so any motion along the edge of the bank and these fish are scattering and spooking out.
Such a great river, and it's a historic river from the perspective of not only the history that's there. It is listed by Trout Unlimited as one of the top 100 trout streams in the entire United States. It's a great place to visit, and the thing that's most special to me about that is that it's in the middle of Pisgah National Forest, and a very historic area that we're in right now as it comes to forestry.
Correct. You know, most people don't realize this is where forestry in the United States started, was right here. All this property used to be attached to the Biltmore House and to the Vanderbilt estate. After he passed away, his wife sold what is now Pisgah National Forest to the Forest Service to get out of tax debt.
Which in this case was the first national forest east of the Rockies. George Vanderbilt had a forestry school just up the road here, starting the very first forestry school in America, and trained the very first foresters in America right here on the Davidson River where we're fishing. The very first Civilian Conservation Corps camp in North Carolina was up at John Rock.
It was right here at the base of John's Rock, yeah, right where almost where the fish hatchery's at today.
Yeah, and they did everything from build roads and bridges and trails and all the things it kind of took to really turn this into a really great place to visit. And of course, you know, one of both of our favorite places being Looking Glass Falls.
Oh yeah.
Which on the largest tributary coming into the Davidson is Looking Glass Creek. You got this massive 40 or 50 foot waterfall, probably one of the most popular waterfalls in the southeast. George Vanderbilt so loved Looking Glass Falls, he took I think it's a 25-acre boundary and didn't let them cut anything around there. And that's probably what preserved it to where it looks a lot like it does today. You can jump into Brevard, which is a cute little mountain town. It's a tourist town, but it's very historic, a very nice place to hang out for food and drink.
I hear they have white squirrels.
You got the white squirrels, and you got several breweries. One very large brewery from Colorado that's there. The whole thing about that Davidson River is that there's something for everyone to do, and you can fish all day, wear yourself out, but at night, you know, you can stick on your Mojo shirt and your clothes and go into town and have a really nice meal and in civilization. This episode of Wild Bearings Outdoors brought to you by Mojo Sportswear Company. Get your mojo on.